As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Gentlemen, start your engines, brothers!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
What's up? What's up? What's up, fellas? How's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday night, or whenever you're watching it, or listening to this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? If you're watching or listening to this Sunday, I don't know what you're doing, but Sunday, fun day. Yeah, I'm gonna let the psych theme song take it away to start. Okay, let's get this thing rolling. Actually, I'm watching Psych right now. Side versus Side, the federal one, where there's the other psychic. Yeah, decent episode. Not the best, but not the worst. Anyway, okay. So, interesting week this last week. We have everybody but two people at 1-1, Caleb and Marcus. Yeah. Caleb and Marcus are only two that aren't 101. So far, this is a pretty even league this year. Obviously, that's not going to stay. That would be very surprising. Today we had a little chirping from guess who? Guess who chirped? Guess who? I chirped a little bit, but guess who was the main chirp? Yep, you guessed it. Evan. Evan chirped? Really? Huh. It's a new one.
Wow, that's so hilarious. I feel like laughing now.
But, like, there haven't been that many trades this year. Brady usually has probably about 20 by this time, most years. 20. That's trades. 20 trades. Oh, per person. 20 trades per person. So, it's what? 220 trades already so far this season. 2 weeks. Yeah, that seems about right. But yeah. So we got, let's take a look at this year, or this last previous week 2 review. We'll start with my game. Actually, you know what? We could just skip right over my game. It's not a great game. My top performer was Elshon Jeffrey. If anyone wants Elshon, I'm willing to deal. It's a good value, just doesn't fit my chemistry style team. Just doesn't fit in with other guys on the team. For my team, he is a clubhouse disruptor. For other teams, he won't be. I can tell you that much. So yeah, you can take him. Yeah, okay. His top performer was a person who had 3 TDs and like 200 some yards in the first quarter. Tom Brady, the GOAT. Gosh dang it. Ryan, Stairway to Evans. I like it. Where'd you get that? I like it. We have a similar team name. Actually, remember how Evan ripped on me for stealing his team name? What's Evan's team name? Stairway to Ryan's. Oh, interesting. No, I get it, because he Stairway to Evans, even though it's Mike Evans, it's right. But okay, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I know it didn't really seem like I left at all, but my buddy across the hall, get this, across the hall called me and said, come here. Me and my roommate want to ask you something, who's another one of my friends. Across the hall. Like, what? Why can't you just take the 10 steps so I don't have to take the 10 steps? Anyway, I get in there, and they're going to Game of Thrones night at St. Ben's. And they're like, you want to go to Game of Thrones? And I was like, you know what? I haven't really watched it at all, so no, I'm good. They're like, oh, okay. You want to go smoke? And I was like, really? They're like, yeah. I was like, hell yeah! So I'm really high right now. So yeah, that's my night. Yeah.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I'm not high right now. Come on, son. College didn't change me that much. Yeah, no, those were the legit 2 questions. I said no and no. Nothing else. I said no. And then I said okay, and I left. It took literally 15 seconds. I couldn't walk across the hall. Okay, I wasted half of my allotted 15 minutes per podcast on that. Okay, whatever. Next up, we have the Max buy, which proved to be correct, versus Saved by LaBelle. I like that. Okay. Yeah, okay. LaBelle? Okay. That's French for the bell, Saved by the Bell. I don't know if it is in Spanish too, probably not. But Saved by LaBelle. Yeah. LaBelle won. Had Drew Brees as top performer, 26 points versus Matt Ryan, MVP for Max, 17.5. So, those 2 teams are also 1-1. If you can see the trend that's arising. Oh, by the way, I'll talk about this in a little bit if I have enough time at the end. I finished but I was a little bit messed up with overall points scored. I have the legit, like I went back and I re-tallied up everything, and what's on the website is the legit, what do you call it, number, like the legit average. And that'll be accurate for the rest of the time because I haven't saved how much points if you want to know how much points exactly you have, I have that saved. Overall. So yeah. The Max, we already did that. Saved by Odell. What is... Saved by Odell and Saved by LaBelle. Now I don't like it I'm not 100% on that anymore.
Damn it, son of a bitch.
That's just too similar. Of course, one team is good, one team is bad, because, Saved by Odell, Dalton, Mike Hawk, Drugamuller, scored 61.5 points, and Bradford's knee, Nathan Ingle, got 81. Nathan.
Son of a bitch.
It's funny. I get it. Hopefully he's back. He's actually on my team, believe it or not. Nathan won 81 with 81 points. Oh, anyway, his top performer was Michael Crabtree with a solid 26 points, which was nearly a third of his points. Dak Prescott, 18.3, got pretty much a third of Dalton's points too. No, we're in a very low-scoring league so far this year. Overall, fantasy football is low-scoring through 2 weeks. But not Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson is the future Hall of Famer, probably the GOAT. He will soon surpass Tom Brady if he keeps this up. Next up, we have, speak of the devil, 0-2. Marcus Melneric, 0-2. 0-2. The irony is that actually kind of sounds like Marcus. Let me play it for you, just a quick snippet. Listen for Marcus's voice. It's a little bit the same. Not exact match, but just listen to it. Right. That's pretty similar. If not, then it's
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
that could be. I don't know. I just think it sounds like it a little bit. We have 0-2, who scored 93 points this week and still got the loss. He would have beaten everybody but 4 people, and one of those 4 people he happened to be playing. That was the champ that was promised. Guys, Caleb is actually kind of decent at fantasy football. I was just used to last year when he completely sucked. Now, you know what? It's going to be like Marcus. Dalton last year. Start out 0-2 and then go on an 11-game losing streak. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. No. Caleb scored 109.2. Kareem Hunt, 23 points, top performer. Marcus's top performer was C.J. Anderson with 28 and a half points. That was his top performer. Next up, we have In Will We Trust. Top score this week. Go Will. I don't know if one, Will even listens to this. Number 2, he even really checks his team because he has 0 acquisitions on the year. So I'm a little hesitant on congratulating right now. I'm going to give him a little Klebner clap, just a little snip. That's all you get. So, no, we're going to give you full Klebner claps. $122 points, practically. Top performer this week, team-wise. His top performer was Devontae Freeman. That's how you say that, right? Devontae Freeman? Yeah, that sounds right. You know what? Egan scored 107 points. He would have beaten everybody but 2 people. Everybody but 2 people he would have beaten. I think, Egan snapped a streak. I think Egan snapped his under 100-point streak. I think he did it. Ladies and gents, let's check this. Let's check this. I'm looking up on the website right now. Let's see did he have a current under? Yes, he snapped it at 10 games, 3rd all time. He snapped it. Way to go, Egan. Shout out to you, a little Klebner claps. Way to go, man. 107, you still got the loss, though. Would have beaten everybody but 2, Jordan, or Will, and Caleb. His top performer was Derek Carr with 23.5 points. Next up, we have Stairway to Ryan, Evan, who, again, scored 60-some points. This time did not get the win versus I'm So Hyde, the Aaron Klepner story. Currently, no, I'm not high. Come on, son. Blake Auer scored 78 points, which was less than he scored last week, and he won this week. Evan has about 120 points. Is Evan right now? I think Evan is in 11th. That would make sense. He is in 11th with 120-some points. Marcus definitely has more points than Evan, but he's in 12th. Gronk, 17.5 points, catching a touchdown or 2 from the GOAT in the first quarter. Russell Wilson, 17.3 points for Blake. Top performers for each of them. I'll tell you the Sacco and the Mac during my next 15 minutes. So until then, over and out.